All right, welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans, right here on the YouTube and the Twitch this evening. We're a little early. Oh my God, we're what? A little early, and it's because I got food in front of me, so I want to get a few bites in before we start tonight's festivities. So tonight is Fade to Black night. Now it's supposed to be it looks like it's going to be more documentary based, which is, I love documentaries. I love the people that put these together. So I am fine with that. Some people not that excited about it, and that's fine. But I'm still here for it. For those of you that are curious, the Team TNI UK took this week off, just so you guys know what's up. So I don't know. I didn't see them announce that, but I did ask them. I was like, hey, no show this week. Asking them, no show this week. And they said, yeah. So yeah, not to worry. All is well. And it's fine. A lot of times when there's content like this, we'll take the week off too once in a while. But besides the besides the Fade of Black, there is more stuff to talk about. And I'm unwrapping stuff here, so please pardon the noise. I'm gonna move the mic back a hair. We got an Oreo shake. Actually, it's an Oreo bowl. We got a French fry, onion ring mix. We also have a jumbo cheeseburger. And a cheese cup. Oh, yeah. We're eating tonight. We are eating tonight. Punk is in the chat. I saw Mayor was in the chat earlier. It just didn't show up on my feed here. I checked the live page. Make sure I'm clicking the live button so I'm not behind when it starts. We got a few minutes. How's everyone doing? Tell you what, for those of you not watching NXT, and I get it, some of you just don't have time to watch, or just don't dig the product that much. That's fine, but I'm telling you, man, NXT was fire this week. Lots of TNA content. But we'll discuss it more. Watch. Mary, you're funny. Well, hey, if that's all you're watching tonight, cheers to you. Like I said, I like the behind the scenes look, whatever. So, and I know they're going to I know they're replaying. Oh, pardon my nose. They're replaying the Santana um, Trick Williams match. I know they're doing that. So, as far as actual wrestling content, we are getting some. For those of you that did not see the pay per view, you'll see great match. So, just letting you guys know. This was a really good special on TNA Plus, though some time on the Knockouts tag match, Giatessa or the Gauntlet would have been nice. Yeah, and well, the special itself was only 30 some minutes. So the show itself tonight, if it's still 2 hours, they're gonna plug in more stuff. It just started. I was watching a couple of the latest videos on Stevie Richards' podcast before I came here. Yeah, I look at some of his stuff. Apparently, Mayor is not a fan of Stevie Richards. Like I said, I watch some stuff. Sometimes people's opinions, you didn't like him, whatever. I get it. Mm. So this isn't strictly TNA based, but before this actually kicks into gear here, I saw a few headlines talking about how WWE was going to do some of their content with AI. And I was like, how are you going to do that with wrestling? I think we saw the first taste of that on NXT when they showed the special effects of Jeff and Matt going into the lake of reincarnation for their match against, to be reincarnated to get revitalized and come out broken for their match this Saturday. Some of that was really cool. Like the water was bubbling and smoke and stuff. I was like, what the heck? I think some of that was AI, but it was really cool. I ain't complaining. If it's that kind of stuff, they're showing the meeting, pre-show meeting. Yeah, I gotta say that's one thing you always see is the people from TNA always plug in the shows. Casey Navarro, Elijah there. Look at what John Capital E period Bravo's wearing. That purple. Ooh. Forward to NXT Halloween Havoc on Saturday. I'm gonna watch it too. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna watch it live. I gotta work till 8 that night, and I know it's on a little earlier. At least I think it is. I gotta check, see when it's on. Typically, it's on at, like, 7 or 8 here, but I gotta see. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Chris, yeah. You're talking about Chris Bay. Chris walking onto that stage with Ace Austin is not the same one that came out of Bound for Glory a few weekends ago. I mean, he just said he got discharged from PT. That's a great sign. That means the guy is really making progress. Sound off in the chat. What are you guys munching on tonight? What are you guys sipping on? What do you guys got? I could barely drink this thing. Great to see you again. Glad you're behind the scenes. Oh, glad they're showing it. Yeah, absolutely. For Dark State. Of course you are. Of course you're rooting for Dark State. It was pizza night. Nice. What pizza? Tell me, where'd you have it from? Frozen, takeout? What'd you have? I think it's DWW. I think it's a combination of both. It's the frozen pizza and a triple meat. Nice. Justice for bandana. You want a bandana? Maybe I'll wear one for the review. I wear bandanas all week for work, so I sweat my ass off. Just eating chicken sandwiches, drinking some coffee. Nice. Oh, that was Santana's daughter. Nice. I gotta drink this. He's going through a lot. Yeah. up, Antonio? Welcome. Kaz Macklin. Oh, we got a break. All right. We got some classic. Rich Swan. Homecoming 2019. Oh my God. Wait. No, I wasn't at that. This is Homecoming. Not Bound for Glory. Bound for Glory 2019. That was at. That was my first TNA show in Chicago. It's actually been a bit of a sad day here with Blazers coach Chauncey Billups' arrest for supposedly gambling. Arrested for gambling? Well, I suppose you can't do that as a coach. Happy Mike Santana's champion really deserves it. Yes. Told the wrestler they got a TV deal. I think they probably took a break so they can all do the negotiations and also give the wrestlers a break. What's your thoughts on WB literally having every studio wants to buy them? There's a line of places looking to do it. I heard Comcast. I've heard Netflix, and that includes all the DC stuff. So the DC stuff is like all up in the air now. Right after they just did all this Superman stuff. Tell you what, me personally, I love the Justice League stuff. I love Zack Snyder stuff. Whenever I watch or rewatch, hey, pop in a movie. If I don't watch anything else and I just turn on something superhero, I'll put on that 4 hour Justice League movie. I love Zack Snyder stuff. I think it's great. Look at that, Mickey James and Angelina Love and Velvet Sky content here. This is great. I feel bad I still haven't watched the stuff, but I'm watching this, so I feel like I'm kind of making up for it. Apple and Amazon have also jumped in the race too. You think Apple's going to buy them? I don't know. I just canceled my Apple Plus, so I got too many streaming services, and they're all going up in price. I got to pick and choose. See, we always got Apple so that my pops can watch all the Brewers games because Apple had a baseball deal, but that's about it. Oh, excuse me. Cleopatra starring Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. 4 hours. I've never seen that one. I hear it's good though. Yeah, smash that like button. Thanks, guys. This is true. Mickey James hasn't had many chapters. Harry Potter. I never got it. I watched them all, but I don't love them like other people do. I think that's so funny they stuck a bag on Tommy's head. A few years ago, one of the board members, instead of starting a studio, need to buy one that's already existing. Warner Brothers would be the studio that they would buy. Interesting. Now they're showing Macklin. Harry Potter stuff comes next year. Oh, Welcome to Derry. Yeah, I saw the trailer for that. That looks good. Oh, Disney Plus just did big time. Feel bad about the Brewers. Yeah, I don't know what happened. They just could not put any of it together. It is what it is. They had an amazing singer. They were the best all season, right up until the playoffs. CJ Martin, yeah, that's a great way to look at it. My takeaway from this special is damn, this roster is such a tight family. How can you not root for them? Yeah, exactly. Do you think that TNA should bring Mickey James in to be a producer and agent? Same with Sarah Stock. And I know what's going on with her, but before that stuff, I'm not sure who Sarah Stock is. I know she's like arguing with someone online about something. I don't know what. That they're making new Lord of the Rings movie next year, so the Lord of the Rings actors are returning. Oh boy, look out! Well, they can't bring them all back. Just saying. I think they're just gonna make all new original stuff and make a bunch of stuff up instead of book stuff or what? So the stock wrestle there's Sarita in TNA. Oh, that's right. Yeah, well, that's a while ago. Doesn't she work for the WWE now? I thought she was I thought she was a coach in WWE developmental, or am I thinking of someone else? Here comes Kaz. See, I didn't know they were going to show this whole match. I actually missed this match, so this is good for me. I didn't watch the countdown match, and I didn't watch this one. I saw Macklin win, like walking outside the ring with the belt after he won, but I didn't see any of the match, so I'm not complaining about this content. Starts out with a scud. Oh, hell no. Okay. Sarah Stock was a coach with the WWE and trainer and agent and also in AEW. but she has a history with TNA, as you know. Oh, okay. ALCS was great, even though I'm bummed out my Mariners didn't win. Tip my hat to the Blue Jays for winning the ALCS. The Canadians won, man. Crazy. And her and Mickey could help Indy Hartwell and that young lady that they signed to be a little more. Well, they signed a bunch of young ladies. Hopefully the Mariners get a World Series next year. I'm a Braves fan. Oh, okay. Go Braves. Braves used to be in Milwaukee back in the 50s. So a lot of Braves fans here in this area. Sunset onto the floor. I gotta rewind that. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sunset Pond. I just look at this arena and it's just look how far this company's come. You can barely fit 1,000 people in Chicago a couple of years ago when I went. Now look at where they are. It's amazing. Oh, they took the camera off her slapping him. Well, the crowd reacted at least. Here comes Steve. Boom, get him. Right, you do not insult the Marines mama. That's right. Gaz is great. He's a good hero. Would you watch the Montreal Expos doc on Netflix this afternoon? It was really good. Interesting. I did see that's on there. Right, the Montreal Expos. They were around when I was a kid. How long did they last? I don't even remember. Like, I know I've got baseball cards with them. Macklin? Macklin? Hey, you grabbing the rope literally right in front of the ref. You're goofy. What a goof. Mm, backstabber. Oops. Boston Crab. Let's go. Barry Monkey into Twitch, holding the Twitch down. Disappointed Kazarian lost this. Would have liked to have him have a short title run. Well, he had a very short title run. 1969 to 2004. Okay. Oh, this is amazing. Boom. Boom. Oh, that's what that move is. Christopher Daniels' Angel's Wings. Talk about a tribute. Amazing. Amazing. I'll tell you, Kaz and Christopher Daniels were an amazing tag team. They really were. In any I'll say this, in any company, they were an amazing tag team. Ring of Honor, TNA, AEW, I don't care. They were amazing. Roger, good evening. Macklin is up on the top rope. Oof. Oh, slingshot cutter. One of my That's one of my favorite moves of Kaz. I love it. J-Bone, I hope Ali resigns with TNA. I think he will. I think he's got way too much to accomplish. I think he's got a lot more to do. Steve Macklin is hung up in a tree of woe. He is. Kaz is strutting and cutting. Oh, he reversed that. This is how it's done. Boom. KIA. Boom. Yeah, a little surprising, but there's a reason for everything, guys. There's a reason for everything. Eddie Edwards. That's right. He did come home, didn't he? Wow. Boston. Boston gave him some love too, didn't they? Great stuff. Great stuff. All right, we get a little break. Just want to remind you guys, smash that like button, smash that sub button if you're new here. Ring that bell for notifications. Oh, now I got all the Bound for Glory merch on the website. Ultimate X. Yeah, there's Tozawa. I wish Tozawa was able to wrestle like Tozawa was back in the day. He's quite the veteran, but man, who is that? That's son. Oh, Davari. Oh, that's Kaz. Justin Miller, what's up, brother? Just doing some creeping in the chat. Hey, man, glad you're here. See, look at this crowd, man. It looks like a big size crowd. Oh, excuse me. Kaz, well, this is 2008. He jumped and did a leg drop and dropped him 15 feet down. Oh my God. How did Kaz not break something? The Expos were doomed playing games in Puerto Rico. There we got some knockouts footage here. Hartwell versus Kalani Jordan. She's getting kind of sassy on NXT against Jordan Grace. Very interesting. It's interesting how the NXT ladies kicked her out of the locker room. I don't get that. I mean, because they gave her the opportunity and she won, and they're like blackballing her. I don't get it. I know it's storyline. But I'm like, damn, they didn't do that. They didn't do that to what's her face, right? The recent success did not happen overnight. That's a damn truth. Saraya Knight is going to be on Wrestle Revolver now. Oh my God, they must have quite the investor if they're going to afford her. Yeah, the ex-co's cap in high school was a Pedro and Vladimir Guerrero. Interesting. right? Everyone in the company has the same goal. Just make the company better. Collier put Lish into the tax. Unbelievable. Crazy. And then Ali pours the bag on top of her. It's like, oh, it's like, are you watching Halloween Havoc this week? Yeah, definitely. I I gotta see when it starts. I gotta work until 8, so on Saturday. Dude, I was impressed with Bill Collier. He looks like a freaking star. It's like you ever seen him wrapped up in that suit for weeks, and now we've seen him in ring gear, and it was like, and I never seen him like wrestle in ring gear. He looks like a freaking star, man. If I have the energy to, I'll do something on Smash for it. Probably, maybe. I don't know. I haven't done anything on Smash in like a month now. Just yeah, I gotta see. I probably said it starts at 10, but I think I was looking at the wrong thing. Leon Slater. Dude, his match. Excuse me. Leon Slater's match against Stax was really good. Sorry. Oreo shake. Gotta drink it. It's too thick to get the Oreo chunks through the straws. All right, hang on. We got a break now. All right. Never forget 34 years ago, Rick Rude debuted on Halloween Havoc. You know what? I Hang on a second. So, oh yeah, we got more Ultimate X stuff here. Um, you know what? I know Rick Rude was in the NWO for like what, a cup of coffee or something. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Oh my god, that's a career move right there. Grabs him and gives him like a mid-air stunner. That's crazy. Homicide in there. Homicide's retired now, I think. I think. Um, I have never seen WCW Rick Rude, excuse me, um, content. Rick Rude WCW content. I've never seen it. I know he went there after WWF, but it's funny because as a kid, I didn't know that. I had no clue. It's like you see people come and go, and I grew up in the Midwest. I didn't know much about other companies, and at the time, like I knew, I watched some WCW stuff or NWA stuff or whatever it was. Now they're showing highlights from NXT. Ariana Grace gets caught by um, Javon Evans. It was hilarious. Dude, that's Swanton 450. Unbelievable. Oh, their reaction to this was priceless. So yeah, that they're going to wrestle Mr. Iguana. He's got an iguana and La Parca. Unbelievable. That's crazy. He was in the NWO also. Remember, he did start in NWA in the 80s before he went to the WWF. See, I didn't know that. I did not know that. They didn't show. Hey, nothing against um, them for not showing this, but Jasper Troy killed Zachary Wentz. He literally did one move to Zachary Wentz, and that was it, which was a black hole slam. And that's actually the first time I've seen Jasper Troy wrestle. All I've seen is like other clips and footage, other footage. Dude, he is such a freaking dude. He's like abyss. I see him, and all I see is abyss. And I mean that the most um for as a compliment. Totally compliment. He had a shorter hairdo, by the way. He had cut the hair. He didn't have long hair anymore. Paul Heyman, Paul Dangerously was his manager. Interesting. From 87 to 91, start seeing people go from WWF to NWA. Yeah. Well, I remember as a little kid being so shocked to see Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson as the Brainbusters. I was like, what is going on? Like, I didn't just, I didn't get that. I remember seeing Dusty Rhodes. That shocked me. And then Ric Flair showed up. That shocked me even more. Oh, dude, that was. Did people finally thought they were going to get Hogan versus Ric Flair? Nope. 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 Crispy 9 months ago. Oof. Oh, they went in through right here. Rude was in the Wolfpack briefly, May 98th, but at the 98 Great American Bash, Rude attacked Conan during turning his back on the red and black. Interesting. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, Rude gone way too soon. The ultimate finesser. Yeah, love it. Reactable. What's up, Bill? I'll see you a little later. That's funny. I love it. I was talking about talking to the doctor. Card heading also attacked Conan with Rude. Those two died just what weeks apart. I saw a cartoon in Pro Wrestling Illustrated. It was a caricature of Rude and let me know if you've seen this. The caricature of Rude and Henning together in heaven. Henning says, "You're right, Rick. It is perfect." As soon as I saw that cartoon, man, I'm like, man, yeah. And it was like what, a month after he passed or whatever. But even then, it was like sad. I'm so glad they got this footage of Chris Bay. Ooh, little glitch. Here we go. Who's the guy in the hat? Is that a production guy? In-depth look between the Hardys and Dudleys. Nice. Yeah, I mean they've been wrestling each other for so long, on and off, different companies. Listening to Jim Cornette podcasts, and they We're talking about why Mr. Perfect never was WWF champion. Oh, I can't wait to hear his opinion on that. Like whenever people say, like almost every single time you see name top 10 people that never became world champion. Top 3 or at least 3 that are always included. Rick Well, wait, Rick Rude was world champion in NWA, wasn't he? Or am I mistaken? Someone put it in the chat. I know Kurt Hennig wasn't. Um, uh, Piper. Well, that's Eric Tompkins. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bill. That's what she said. I love you guys. He cracked me up. Petey and Saban and AJ. Dude, Final Resolution 20 years ago? Final Resolution 20 years ago. Shut up. AJ, Petey Williams, and Chris Saban. 2 out of the 3 are still wrestling, and Petey Williams is helping direct the future of WWE. I mean, like he's producing, you know, he's a coach, whatever you want to call him, you know. Unreal. Oh, that's the famous drop kick to AJ, and he flips around and lands right square on his back. I've heard him say in interviews, he was like, I didn't know if I was going to land right for that one, but he did. He totally did. He was able to spin himself around. Otherwise, he could have killed himself there. WCW or Rick Rude was WCW champion. Mr. Perfect never won, just like Owen never won, or British Bulldog. British Bulldog, that's right. British Bulldog should have. I think he was popular enough. Owen, Owen should have. Okay, part of this they showed a little bit of this, I think, a week or two ago. There was like promotional stuff for Bound for Glory, but that's okay. It's all good stuff. Johnny Swinger says Barry Monkey. Johnny Swinger. Yeah, well, we love Johnny Swinger, but not everybody is world champion material. I'm just testify. Established 92. 92. I graduated from high school in 92. That's crazy. If you're going to say Johnny Swinger is another, then you might as well say Shark Boy is another. I mean, come on. I mean, unless, Shark Boy was like a world champion in Atlantis years ago or something. I don't know. Another lifetime. I don't I love the caricature of aces and eights. Yeah, as far as these guys having one last match, I don't think what they did could have gone anybody. WCW International World Heavyweight Championship for Rude, created during the NWA WCW changes, only lasted a year or so, but the big gold belt, so confusing at times, probably an asterisk belt. Huh. International World Heavyweight Champion. I thought it was just like the World Championship. Because didn't Steamboat win it from him? Or am I thinking Ric Flair? I don't know. Wow. Young Devon pictures. It's crazy. J-Bone, have you noticed that the WWF word has been mentioned, not WWE? That's because I'm talking about like really old stuff. Or are you talking about in here? I'd have to like re-listen to it. They can get away with it here. They can't get away with it over at WWE. TNA ain't gonna get sued. I'm just now they start talking about it every single week. Yeah, they'll get in trouble. They brought back the big gold belt that came back because he left with the title. Oh, that's right. He left with the yeah, but he was NWA champion. Didn't he have the 10 pounds of gold when he came to WWE? I don't know. It's all blurry. Well, you mentioned WWE there. Was that was that Matt Hardy with the ECW, the WWE ECW championship? That silver one? That was actually a cool looking title. It was very different. I know a lot of people didn't like that ECW, but for what it's worth at the time, I appreciate it. Like, it started out fun, a little wonky, but yeah, it burnt out quick. I like the fact that they had homegrown talent that came out of it. Morrison, Sheamus, stuff like that. Man, Sheamus wrestled the other day and looked like $1,000,000. How's this guy still going? Oop, glitch. There we go. Talking about the Madison Square Garden. Oh man, Jeff Hardy standing on top of that ladder. And then he did it again. He did it again at this last Bound for Glory. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, they forced they forced them to pay attention to tag team wrestling. It really says something. And that's something that some people really struggle with as far as tag teams inside the WWE. It's like, sometimes there were really hot periods, sometimes there were really cold periods. Look at what the Usos had to go through early in their career just to get put on a pay-per-view or a Mania when they'd be left off. Again, it's like, it wasn't until much later in their career when people were started to be like, hey, this team is special. Teams like the New Day, they really had an amazing run. I mean, yeah, they're still around, but they're different. Uh-oh, what do we got footage of now? Greatest knockout moments. Oh, they showed this last week. Angelina Love. Who is this? 2010. Victoria. They didn't reveal. Andrew Thomas was like, "Who are you?" Oh, he just straight called it. Andrew Thomas was like, "Psych, you're not getting that belt." She didn't reveal herself, so he had to assume. Had she Yeah, they're so goofy. 2005. That was huge. 'That was Saban that kicked out. I don't remember this. Bully Us Born. I remember when they went solo in the WWF. I don't remember I don't remember. Like, I know Bully Ray did a solo run. I just don't remember the split. Oh, that's right. The aces and eights. Oh, look at the garbage hit the cage. Oh my god. Will always see Bryan Cranston as Walter White. The early days of me podcasting, people said I looked like Walter White. I was like, "What?" And I had never seen that TV show. Then I had to watch it. Loved it. Okay, this they showed before. Some of this. Devon and his kids. Sabu. Oh, man. Hard to believe we lost Sabu. So many this year. Hogan, Sabu, so many. Aw, the little girl's cute. Devon's girl, that's cute. Jeff Hardy's girl's daughter's talking about. It's cool to see the kids' reaction to the parents' stuff. Love the classic TNA raining footage. Yeah, Halloween Havoc. Hardy's gonna go against Stark State Saturday. Yeah, and we'll give a little preview to that tonight. Yeah, one final time. And I firmly believe that. This ain't gonna happen again. Cranston was on Seinfeld as Dr. Tim Watley. Oh yeah, he's got a whole other acting career. It's just I didn't know about it. But Breaking Bad was something special. It really was. First time I saw Cranston was on Matlock. Wow, Matlock. Do you watch the new Matlock? I didn't know there was a new Matlock. I watched the old one with Andy Griffith. So that was back in the 80s or 90s. It's crazy how they try to, like, redo stuff. It's like, you can't redo Andy Griffith. Poncho 450. Good evening. How you doing? One final table. Oh, yeah. Can't imagine what they went through. So much emotion. I mean, it seriously is ending a chapter in their careers, you know? Kathy Bates stars in it on CBS. The original Matlock ran from 86 to 95. That long? Really? Wow. Kathy Bates. Wow. Andy Griffith Matlock. A- Andy Griffith Matlock is the one from the 80s. You watch the new one, though. I like Kathy Bates. No, I didn't even know it existed. I don't watch a lot of regular TV. There's so many like cop shows and lawyer shows and doctor shows. And it's just I just and everything is a remake of a remake of a remake. It's that's why I like the Alien Earth series so much because yes, it's about alien stuff that I'd seen before, but it's a whole new chapter to it that I thought was just done really well. That crowd, that crowd loved that match, and that crowd knew that match was special. Courtesy of Devon Dudley YouTube. Devon Dudley has a YouTube. Apparently, I need to go check this out. Oh man, look at that footage going down the hallway. 33 years. And they let them wear their Dudley stuff. The WWE, that's proper. That's proper. So you can't have a last match and not be recognized as the Dudleys. I'll bet you WWE kind of wishes they had that last match, though. Don't tell me they don't. But thank you to the people at TNA for putting it on. I don't know whose idea it was. If it was TNA, the people in TNA, or if it was the Hardys' idea, unless it was Bubba's. Who knows? I mean, Bubba was the one that came out and made the challenge. So maybe it was Bubba. I don't know. We got a break. All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Lots of remakes. Hawaii Five-O, MacGyver, Magnum PI as well. I've seen a couple episodes of the Hawaii Five-O, or was it Magnum PI? You know what? I don't even know. Oh, you know what? It was Hawaii Five-O. That's an okay cop show because they got like a whole team. Oh, they got Conan. That's so cool that they got people's kids involved in this. Yeah, Santana coming out through the crowd with the flag and the face paint. Oh, the hyena war paint. The Magnum, I didn't have a problem with. The MacGyver, I was not a fan of because I love that show in the 80s. Still watch it today. Oh, the classic MacGyver with, who is that? Richard Dean Anderson? Yeah. And people used to crack jokes about that all the time. Like, how can this guy take a tampon, a paper clip, and a pencil and save the planet? It's goofy shit. But but yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. See, Santana winning it now as opposed to Slammiversary, this runs so much deeper. The 21st century MacGyver theme. So get that on my face. I hear you. I think I've seen a few episodes of it on some other station or something. I don't know. I wasn't impressed with it though. The first ever Puerto Rican champion. He will always have that. That's pretty special. Oh, the Spanish announce team. Very cool. I hope he has I hope he has a nice long run. Like nothing ridiculous, but just a nice long run. I mean, he's at the point now where he reached this, he'll reach it again, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I just did the first one. About 10 minutes ago. I love all that smoke, the slow mo footage. That pile driver on the apron to that kid, oh my god. Is that Williams? Not Icarus, Williams, right? The other one? I love the fact that they brought back Victoria for Mickey James as special. That's why I gotta watch it. I gotta see what she was so emotional. That's real. That's real shit. Love it. The next chapter starts now. Yeah, it's true. Let's go. Now they're gonna show the match. Yeah, main event. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, yeah, some of it we saw in, promotional materials for like the Dudley stuff, but just as a total package, this was really good. I liked it. All right, smash that like button, folks. Beautiful people. 2015. Angelina Love and Madison Rain. Right, that's when Velvet Sky had her own run, I think. Wednesday Night Impact. That's right, they were on there for a while. The Tall House. Oh man. November 13th live. Turning Point 14th, tapings 15th. Whoop that trick. Got the entrances. Ooh, that's rude. The greatest TNA champion of all time. Oof. Super kick. That was a great start. Oof. That was a chop. Hmm. He truly is one Barriqua badass. He he jumped the barricade, almost ended up in that dude's front lap. Oh, that's right. These guys fought all over the place. Ketchup, Daniel Spencer. Oh, trash everywhere. See, like I remember, they keep saying it was the largest, and it was 700, 7,700, whatever, almost 8,000 people. I remember them being in arenas before things started to really decline. And like, okay, for example, they showed the footage of Bully with Aces and Eights, the reveal when he had that cage match or whatever that was. Boston garbage, not trash. Oh, um, like the cage match between Bully and Jeff when Aces and Eights got in the ring and they threw all the trash in the ring, you know? Like, that was a full arena. What was the attendance on that one? I know they had full arenas. Like that first night that they started, that was a full arena. I don't know. Like, I'd be curious to find that out. Like, what was the attendance of some of those pay-per-views? And that was during the Hogan era, you know? Like, if it's less than what, 7,000? Oh, okay, so Bill Bill says 7,200, that's what they beat at Slammy. Oh, really? Lockdown 2013. That's interesting. Like, a lot of those looked like, 10,000 seaters. Like, the Now Arena I was at for All In, that's a 10,000, 11,000 seater. That's what all those look like. I don't know. That's me. That is interesting. Hello, Bronsky. Terrence, you're late, brother. Good evening, Terrence. How you doing? Mike with so much emotion. Trick. Hey, check this out. he's, he's such a just got home from work. Oh, okay. We'll let it go. Oof. Busted open. Look at that. Tell you what, I can't wait to see Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints. That's going to be something. Just setting in, just settling in, eating Sam's Club hot dogs, potato chips, and a Pepsi Zero. There you go, brother. On a Thursday. Don't forget on a Thursday. Thank you, Terrence. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing good, brother. Ooh, we got a break. All right. Got a little break. We'll be right back. You guys hang tight. Smash that like button. All right. So yeah, some of these they played last week. Bill was at that one too. Rebellion 2019. That's a good question, Bill. Is it tied with Costco and better than BJ's? That's funny. I I do think Costco's hot dogs are pretty damn good. Those big beefy dogs. See, I haven't been in a Costco's in a bit because our membership lapsed, so we gotta sign up again. Cover the food. Um, yeah, our Costco was redoing their food court when ours lapsed, so I have no clue what Costco our Costco has now. Oh, body slam on the apron. That is the hardest part of the ring, folks. That's right. He starts trash talking the daughter. She she slaps him. That was great. And that crowd went nuts for that. Costco pizza is better than Sam's, but Sam's has more variety. But Costco just has pepperoni and cheese. I do like their stuff. New champ. 450. Now that's Swanton 450, but it's still a 450. Oh, that stupid lawyer. Oh, countered the spin the block. I rent this for you can't call it a rock bottom, but you can call it a Uranagi. Oh, he's got the championship. Stop him, Daniel Spencer. Stop him. Take it from him. Take it. That was a crazy ass miss. Boom. Spin the block. No. Oof. When when they roll into another pin attempt right there, they like flip flopped, and Mike didn't. He was laying there for a second, and then almost didn't kick out. Oh my god, my heart stopped. I'm like, geez, Louise, don't lose like that. What a stupid lawyer. You got him. You got him. Spin the block on the lawyer. Aaron says, I hope JC Jane comes back to TNA and challenges Kalani Jordan, Indy Hartwell, Danny Luna, and Mara Sade and Zia Lee in Queen of the Mountain match at you mean Genesis? Yeah. Oh, that'd be something. That'd be something. Reversed. Boom. Clothesline. No, Matthew, why did you spoil it? I'm kidding. The daughter lost it right away. You can't blame her. It's such an emotional match. Such a such an emotional night, really, but especially for that kid. My goodness. She's so happy for her dad. Got the whole family in that section there. Carlos Silva proudly handing that title back to someone in their own company. I love it. He presents it to her. He's on his hands and knees. That right there, him at his daughter's feet, the culmination of such a long road together through highs and lows and everything is just wow. Proud Puerto Rican. Oh, so they cut it off before Nemeth comes down. TW Kozak staying positive with cancer. J-Bone, I just wanted to thank you for what you do for TNA fans. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm such a small fish in a big pond, but thank you for saying that. That warms my heart. That I am I can't do without my crew, and I love doing these live reactions, and I love doing the reviews, and I love this brand. But I say this so many times that we have the best audience in the world. So thank you for being a part of that. Thank you. That makes me feel really good about what I do in a humble way. Of course I'm the best. No, 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 no. You know me. I'm never like that. But thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. And if you're fighting cancer or cancer survivor, God bless you in your fight against cancer. We got cancer in this family. I know what it's all about. So, okay, that is it for this one. And looks like the whole crew's going to be back for the review, and we're going to talk a lot of NXT stuff because this week's NXT was loaded. So we'll talk about kind of like what we did last week. We'll highlight a few things about this special. It's hard to review some of this stuff, but we'll talk about it, and we'll talk about the TNA NXT highlights from Tuesday, and talk about what's going to happen on Saturday for Halloween Havoc because, excuse me, TNA is going to have a big part in there too. So, all right. Much love, everyone. We'll see you a little later, about 45 minutes from now. And yeah, thanks for being here. See you in a bit. Much love.